Welcome to the Pantheon Parenthetical. My name is Lance Ash. I am in contact with Adams, or Old Adams as we call him, who lives in the Valley of Pewing, and it is through him that I have knowledge of the residents of the valley and what goes on there and so forth. And in addition, it is from Old Adams that I learned about using green bean strings to make a rough sort of textile. He was the one who said that when you are preparing green beans for cooking, you snap the ends off, and one of the ends, when you pull on it, it pulls a string down the side of the bean pod. So when you're done preparing all these beans, you have a pile of green bean strings, and you can weave them together. He suggested fashioning a small loom out of a thumb piano. I don't know how practical that is, but anyway, when you weave together all the green bean strings, you have a small piece of fabric. I don't know the difference among the terms cloth, fabric, and textile, but anyway, I would say textile, since it's obviously going to be a very rough, coarse material. I'm about to sneeze. Anyway, he said that when he did this, here comes the sneeze. Oh, yes. Anyway, he said that when he made this type of material, the only thing he could find to use it for was to make a glove for a single finger. After he made the glove, he dipped it into some sort of preservative compound, fluid, Vaseline paint type substance. Sorry, I'm sniffling. I got a cold. And then instead of wearing it, because it would have been rather uncomfortable, he just put it under a bell jar on the mantelpiece. Now, I could do the same thing, but I usually don't have access to fresh green beans, or whatever kind of beans they are that require the removal of the string. I'm sure there's a technical term for this integument. But anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about Adams. He is essentially an owl man. That is to say, he's a man, a human, a male human, but at the same time, he has many of the features of an owl. When you look at him sort of glancingly, he appears to have a beak, but then when you look closely, there is no beak at all. His face, his head has that squared off sort of appearance that an owl has, and he always wears like a professor's type tweed coat with the patches on the elbows, and the herringbone pattern of the tweed gives him the appearance of being feathered, of having large wings on either side of his stout, squarish body. We want to conceptually jump off the deep end into nonsense from here on out, and I will try to adhere to that policy in the future. Always, of course, maintaining the high standards which this program has heretofore exemplified. I feel that contact with the people in the valley, or the valley itself, will give me some grounding, which keep the flights of fancy from soaring too high. And so that's about it. Here comes another sneeze. Before that happens, thank you very much for listening.